Yeah, Huddy's, I think we were down 2-1 at the time, and
Yeah.
Huddy put a great swing on it. We were me and Slate were talking, and he said he felt something come over him and something good was about to happen. And you love it for a guy like Huddy, and he's a great guy, and he gets it done in a big spot.
Coach, when Zabo went down, what kind of immediate support do y'all try to give him?
My heart dropped. He's such a great dude, and you don't want to see something like that, like a freak accident. I think he'll be all right, hopefully. I don't know what the final word is, but it sucks to see him go down. Praying for him.
Coach talked about Brennan's preparation. What have you seen from him in that regard?
He's always working hard. He's one of the hardest workers we got, and always in the cage. If he doesn't start, he's in the cage during the game, and he's working his tail off, and I'm super proud of him.
We talked about this being a special weekend for you and your family. Kind of now that it's over, kind of what you would hope it would be. Obviously, came out on top of the series, but everything else kind of surrounding that.
It was a picture perfect weekend. Good for him. They got one, and let him have one. And he had a great weekend himself. I had people come up to me in the dugout complimenting him, and I'm just sitting there saying, I know. He's a great player. I've seen it for forever, and he did his job. He got plenty of hits. I think he had 5 hits, 5-6 hits with a walk, and he killed it all around the bases. I got nothing but good things to say. He did awesome.
And for you to get 2 home runs today too, like I was talking to Coach about it. Huddy got that first one. Y'all kind of fed off of that from there. It looked like.
Yeah, it was good to see them go over the yard today, and then just prepare, and that's what I've been working on. And good to see them go over the yard today.
So how much family did you have in town this weekend?
I had, I think, 20 or 25.
Wow, yeah. Awesome. So I got to imagine, having that much, you don't normally get to play in front of that many people.
Yeah, no, when we went back to Texas for a series, I had a good amount, but besides that, it's weird because you hear I'm cheering for Kyle, and, when we're out on defense and they're the only ones in the stands
right.
cheering, so it's weird. It's a weird feeling, but it's so awesome to see, and what a special weekend.
Mm-hmm. How much does it add? How special is it to be able to have that many people and also have your brother out there?
It's awesome. It's good to have super family support, and I've got grandparents, aunts, uncles, family, friends, people who just want to see. They don't care how good we do. They don't care who wins. It's just a celebration almost of your hard work and getting to the same spot and being brothers and making it to the same level and playing against each other finally. It's fun to see. In the last inning out there, he was hitting, or the 8th inning, I was sitting there, I almost started tearing up, but I was like, man, that's my brother out there, and he's sitting there doing the same thing I'm doing, and it's pretty cool to see.
It's awesome.
Colby, was there a moment from your childhood that could even draw similarities to this, whether it was in Little League or travel ball, that y'all were playing against each other and you felt that same emotion of pride that was your brother?
No, we've never played against each other. Besides the duels that you have when you're 5 to 10 years old, and you're fighting and arguing and constantly at odds. Besides that, we've always played together, and he's been on separate teams, but he was always younger, so he never played on my my level or my age group, and so it's good to see him still playing up like he always has. He's always played on the bigger age group team because he wanted to be with the big dogs, and it's good to see him doing that now.
And I'm sure